Hey girls, Maria Menounos here, author of the Every Girl's Guide to Life. Want to know my best tips and secrets for organization, travel, weight loss, beauty, fashion, and everything else in between? Go to bing.com/Maria and pick up my new book, The Every Girl's Guide to Life.
You're listening to the AFTERBUZZ TV Network, now the largest new media platform on the web, and your #1 source for after-show entertainment. Johnson. From the AFTERBUZZ Studios in Los Angeles, California, and streaming live on Ustream, this is AFTERBUZZ TV for the season premiere of True Blood. Tonight's host is Maria Kanellis. Joining Maria will be AFTERBUZZ co-hosts Brittany Mignonelli, Heather Basra, David Packman, Erin LaRosa, Siobhan Hughes, Sarah Stratton, and Elizabeth Kiernan. We'll break down tonight's episode and get you all the latest True Blood news and gossip. If you'd like to buzz in on tonight's show, you can buzz us at 424-256-1729. That's 424-256-1729. And now, picking up where the show leaves off, and the buzz continues, Maria Kanellis.
What's up, girls?
Hey.
It's like ladies' night. It's fabulous.
Oh, yeah.
And speaking of wonderful ladies, if you haven't picked up Maria's book yet, you probably should. It's good for girls, it's good for guys, it's good for your mom, for a present, it's good for everybody. And I was just reading in here, do micromanage. And it says a lot of celebrities that are successful say you must have the best managers. And Maria says no, wrong. Do it yourself. If you want to get something done, do it yourself. The best way to do it is do it yourself. So everybody, get to work out there if you want something done.
Yes.
But I just thought that was a nice way to start it, especially looking around here thinking, wow, these are some strong, wonderful women.
Oh.
So why don't we go around the room and kind of say your name and then also maybe what you do.
Okay.
You want to start?
Yeah, sure. Hi, I'm Siobhan Hughes. I am an actress here in LA, doing that, working that out, having a ball, and I'm very pleased to be here with all of you lovely ladies at AFTERBUZZ TV.
Heather, you want to go?
Yeah, I'm Heather Basra, and I have my degree in biology, and I want to be a doctor someday.
Fabulous.
I'm Brittany Mignonelli, and I'm a full-time student studying radio and television. And at University of Central Florida in Orlando.
That's why she looks all glowy and
fabulous. I am a sun seeker.
Oh, me.
Yes, Erin.
Also,
maybe.
I'm from Florida, which is exciting.
Oh, hey. Okay.
I'm Erin, and I work on a show that's coming out actually this fall on the CW called The Secret Circle. So hopefully we'll be doing a show for that.
I've been hearing great things. A lot of my friends are really excited about it.
It's about witches, so more
Awesome.
supernatural.
Fabulous.
Congrats.
Thanks.
Very
So
cool.
you're the witch apparently now, huh?
Wow.
Can you give us all the dirty on witches since this season, you know?
Maybe, yeah. When we get to Lafayette.
Okay, yeah, seriously.
I have all the insight. Okay, well, I'm Sarah Stratton, and I am a student at USC studying theater. And I'm excited to be doing another show on AFTERBUZZ. Yay! So, yeah.
And I'm your host, Maria Kanellis, and I'm a former WWE diva, and I was on Celebrity Apprentice. Now I act and write and stuff.
And all over the place.
Yeah, you know, I'm kind
Just
of
a little out of everything.
I get bored very easy, but tonight I'm very excited because True Blood Season 4, Episode 1, She's Not There. And it says in a lot of different blogs and a lot of different places, even HBO says that it is the season of the witch. This entire season is just going to be all about witches. And I don't know about you guys, but I loved this episode, even though it was like
great.
scattered all over the place.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was a lot of like throwing in your face and like, oh great, like hold on, keep tight, like this season's gonna be crazy. But
You can tell.
A lot of
back
surprises.
with a bang.
It
That's
is,
what I think.
yeah.
It's coming back.
It is definitely back with a bang. Did you guys enjoy it? Did everybody
Yes.
enjoy
Loved it.
Yeah,
Were
I
you
did.
excited?
I did. I thought it was a little cheesy at the beginning,
Yeah.
The fairies.
but I did. It definitely.
I know. I never liked the fairy parts either. I'm trying.
It's a little crazy.
Yeah.
What was that at the beginning? It was like fairyland, and then
It was like Greek gods.
Yeah.
Paradise.
And then it
Yeah.
got all ugly, and then it wasn't so fun
No.
anymore.
to me,
Yeah.
it didn't really fit like the cinematography and the art of like the normal show. Like I definitely felt like I was watching something else. Like the use of color was completely different. The use of light was completely different.
Yeah.
I was standing there being like, what is going on?
This
Do we
isn't
have
my
a new
show.
director? Do we have a new something?
Well, it's the same director. Same director.
Okay.
But they've bounced around a lot. And if you've noticed through the seasons as they've gone, you've noticed that. Like some directors, I have it written down here. Some directors were on for like 9 episodes. One was on for 11. There was a couple that were on for just 2 episodes here and there. There's been 48 episodes, and I think there's been about 48 different directors.
There's been a lot, but this one really seemed to me to be very
different.
distinctly like different, at least for the beginning. And then when we got back into like the real world, it like kind of went back to normal. So I'm not sure if that was an artistic
We were back home
Yeah.
with the cinematography.
But
We
I
were
kind
back
of wish
there.
they would have started with this is what, True Blood's been about and has been about. So, why not start there and then go to Fairyland?
Right.
Do you think it's over? Do you think we're going back? Because it seems like she left there. Will she ever get back to? Okay, you
I
think,
think so.
Oh,
Yeah.
I definitely do. And I think that the Queen Bee, Queen Mab.
Wow,
Yeah.
Shakespeare, anyone?
Yes, that is a reference.
Yes, it is. I definitely think that we're going to see a lot more of her.
I think she's gonna come
hope so.
after Sookie.
Ooh.
Do you think it was too much, like outrightly, that's the forbidden fruit? Don't eat the
It
forbidden
was
Yeah.
a little
fruit.
cheese.
Yeah.
That's
The light fruit.
Why couldn't it have been like a grape? Why did it have to be an actual apple?
It was a shiny, glowing apple.
It looks delicious, to be honest. I'd probably fall right into that trap.
Yeah.
Not gonna lie.
Well, how they ate it was so weird, too. Because it was like this beautiful thing, and everybody's like, oh, no, delicious.
Well, deep down inside, they're like gargoyle,
Yeah, they're
fantasy,
so
creepy creatures.
yeah.
I mean, I just was gonna say, I feel like you kind of had to hand it to Sookie though, because for the most part, I feel like she kind of falls into the trap. And isn't, like, she's normally not the smartest person on the show, and she does some
I can't believe she
stupid
avoided
things.
that.
And like she didn't eat the fruit, and I was like, wow, you gained some brain.
High five you. You're so smart. And then meeting Granddaddy Earl, that was interesting. Seeing him again, and 20 years had passed.
Yeah.
Ooh.
And it was kind of one of those like bittersweet moments of, at first you were like, oh, Sookie gets her granddad back. And then it was like, oh, well, all this stuff.
They had
ran
lost their
away.
whole family.
Yeah.
And you kind of wish that he could almost like tell her what was going on.
Right?
Or something. Does anyone remember him from any of the other seasons?
No, he's been mentioned. He has not been seen,
Never
though.
seen.
No.
Because
So-
I was really confused because basically he was brought on then for the 5
like
2 seconds.
minutes.
Yeah.
I'm like, is he coming back? But I was like, am I
No.
missing something? They had the little flashback of him like handing her a fruit. and
No,
then
yeah. They had just made reference to him, but
That was
nothing
it.
big.
I hope
Okay.
they find some kind of way to bring him back because, I like that.
was
actor.
I know that
Yeah.
actor has been in so many things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like they wouldn't have cast him if it was just for the 5 minutes. I feel like they're gonna.
Unless he was a
bring him
huge
back.
fan of the show and he's like, I just want to be a
just
part of
need
it. I just need to be on set with Eric and that Lloyd guy.
my gosh.
Holy cow. Lloyd was like, yeah, you can be my, what was it?
Fairy
godmother. Yes, you can be my fairy god, whatever you want.
Whatever.
You were amazing.
I mean,
There
There's
he is.
Granddad.
Yeah, chomping on it.
There we go.
Oh, there he is.
see, I was just so confused. This scene really confused me. Everything was different, and then you see what's his name, the bellboy, Barry
Yes.
the bellboy, who's
Yeah.
also
He made a reappearance.
yeah, he was in like season 2 for a grand total of like an episode,
Right.
And now you're back, and I was like, what has he been doing this whole time? Like, oh, are they bringing me
Waiting
back
for a call.
eventually?
Right?
Call me, True Blood. Call me.
He's waiting for someone to need their luggage or something, actually.
Aw.
Aw.
I was just really confused. I feel like we're gonna see the granddaddy in another 2 seasons, like season 6. Oh, I remember that guy.
Yeah, that's what
Right.
happened after he died.
Poor thing.
That's
He's
smart
back.
writing though when you introduce a character like that far into the future or in the
Yeah.
Yeah,
true.
because then you can flashback.
Right.
This was like random flashback.
Right.
Yeah.
And then we wake up all the ugly fairies. That was
Ooh.
wonderful.
Disturbing.
Did it remind you guys of like Star Trek? Like
when they go to the foreign
landscape.
when they go to the foreign
I
planet.
have to say.
I'm wondering if they shot out there where they shot Star Trek
It's
because
possible.
Desert.
it looked like, and then these people trying to help them that are.
One got vaporized, trying to help Sookie.
Yeah.
One's always trying to help Sookie.
The beams of light being
Yeah.
thrown at
The
them.
beams.
It was weird. I think we all can agree.
We can agree it was a weird
very
scene.
strange.
And then they were talking about how they wanted to harvest the humans. So I really feel like they're coming
Ooh,
back.
They are. Yeah.
Because if they're trying to harvest humans for whatever, which is also very matrixy, so
Right.
they're bringing that out.
So
But I
vague.
didn't understand what they would do with a harvested
Yeah.
human. I thought
I
about
don't
that.
know.
But they're also
Maybe that's how they
fairies
breed.
too, right?
Maybe.
Yeah.
That's what I was gonna
Yeah.
say.
Light or something.
It's because but one thing that Mad, whatever her name is, mentioned was that they got kicked off of their planet because their like race was being eliminated. So they
Yeah.
went to this other
Plane.
realm,
Yeah.
plane, and now they're harvesting humans to rebuild in numbers.
Can I get a map of this?
Right?
Just a map. Where are these random realms?
And where'd the pond go that she kept going through? Where was that?
It was that big crater.
Oh,
Wasn't it that
okay.
big crater that was in the when she jumped through it?
Maybe.
Possibly.
The crater. Yes.
Bizarre.
So on one side it's a pond, on the other side it's a crazy crater.
In the middle of a desert.
Did anyone
Maybe
also
it's-
notice the lamp? Like there was like
Yeah.
a lamp, and I was like, Lion the Witch in the Wardrobe.
There was a lamp?
Oh,
Yeah.
gosh.
It was randomly.
There was a light post, and I
Like
was
saw
in
that.
here?
Yeah.
It's got that feel instead of a closet.
It was really weird. I don't know what they were doing. I think they were like, let's incorporate everything we can think of and put it in one little 5-minute session.
Right.
Please, there's no place like home.
But they did give a great window for like the rest of the show
Yes.
of time
They have
elapsing.
plenty places to go now, and
Yeah.
it was kind of like there's no place like home when it was all spinning, and then all of a sudden
Yeah.
it all comes together. Since we haven't done True Blood before, I do want to talk about the intro of this show because
Oh, yeah.
the intro and the music, and it's just so filthy and lovely.
Oh, yeah.
And just
They
it's like-
juxtapose the sex with the religion, with
Yes.
the craziness of the South.
and like
Yeah.
eating those
Strawberries.
Strawberries,
and
yeah.
like just I just adore the beginning of this.
Does anyone know who the band is?
Who sings the song?
But I will check
wanna
that
do
out for
bad
next time.
things with you.
Ooh.
They did
Say
win
no more, baby.
I love that
Come
song.
on.
They did
Come
win
on.
an Emmy. They did win an Emmy for
Oh,
that
here we go.
song.
We got some. Thank you, Jesse.
When-
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Uh-huh. I really want to do bad things to you.
I know, really.
All of you. Right
Half the people on that show.
now. Yes.
Hey Jesse, do you have an artist name for us?
Yeah.
It's Jace Everett.
Okay.
Bad things.
They won an Emmy for this song for doing the intro.
They should.
Mm-hmm.
They should have won an Emmy.
I mean, I just watched all of like season 1 again and like half of season 2, and I watch the intro every time.
Every
Like,
time.
Like
'Cause it's
even
so
when I'm
interesting.
watching, It's like a 5-minute intro, but I'm just
Yeah.
like, I love the
Me
frame.
too.
Yeah.
I can't get sick of it.
The people who do that intro also do the intro to Dexter. I don't know.
Oh,
I found that out
really?
recently.
I saw that.
I
love
believe
So they're
that.
good.
I believe that. They love that, hey, this is bloody, but this
Yeah.
also looks bloody. And
Yeah, like presenting abstract
Very,
things.
very smart.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I love it.
Delicious. I
Now,
just-
Mab is terrifying. Like, you
Yeah.
can see it here.
Ooh,
She really scares me.
sorry. Even as a human.
Yeah.
Have
Yeah.
you guys ever seen that movie Witches where they like
Oh,
rip
yes.
off their faces?
Yes.
And they
Classic.
become this crazy looking
Yep.
creature underneath?
Yes.
That's just like
That's
that.
Mab.
That's good.
Are you going to be doing this in your CW show? Can we know
I,
that?
I can't
They're
tell.
ripping off
I can't
faces.
tell
They're ripping
yet.
off faces.
Well, do you have fabulous makeup? Can you tell us that?
On the show?
Uh-huh.
Well, they're teenagers who are witches, so they look beautiful. I
Right.
don't know how much makeup they put on them, but they look very pretty. There are going to be other supernatural elements too in the show,
Okay.
so we'll see about the makeup.
That's
Tune in.
Cool.
All right. So Granddaddy's death, and then leaves the watch, and what kind of death was that?
Very.
He dies really fast.
Yeah.
He
Because he's
also
been gone
turns
so long.
purple,
Wow.
That's, oh, well.
like a purple blue.
There
and
was
then
some
just-
zombie-looking thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We covered it all. We got zombies, fairies, witches,
That first
gargoyle-looking
scene-
things.
Said a lot.
Which is why we have a lot to say about it. 'Cause it's
Exactly.
actually
Yeah.
amazing. But I mean, it brought us his death and her jumping into this closing chasm
portal,
death portal, brought us back into the real crazy world of True Blood, and we found out that a whole year
has been gone.
12 and a half months is gone.
And Sookie's house is sold. And Jason's there, and explaining this to her. That was quite interesting.
Yeah, she comes back to the house, and it's all being packed up, and they're telling her not to go in her own house.
She closes the door in his face.
Oh, yeah. Classic Sookie. Classic.
Typical.
Well, what do we think about Jason getting over it? So, is it quick? Is it not? It's been a year since she's been gone, and she's pissed. She's like, you gave up hope so quickly? Right. I don't know. What do you think that's like an appropriate amount of time? Or
well, he had some people he was taking care of, like other things to occupy his time.
Yeah.
And also, they've all been through so much already that it's kind of like, oh, one more thing. That person disappeared. I just love the fact that he said the crazy tall one.
Yes.
About Eric.
About Eric. There were so many great lines.
One-liners. So funny.
Just shoot them out there. Okay, haha, we can laugh. And then move on. This is serious. There's vampires. And sold a house. She was very upset about that. And you think that she wouldn't be because of all the stress that has gone into it. You know, but I think that, her grandmommy is kind of, memories in that house. So she's
not giving it up. Yeah.
And she's conquered so many things in that house. I mean, way back when, that's like where her grandma was murdered, and she cleaned the blood off the floor herself. And like once you get past that, I feel like you kind of get past everything.
Oh yeah.
It's like if you can stay in your house past that, what else is going to happen? And so I thought it was really sad that they would sell it, or that Jason would sell it. He obviously lives in his, or he used to live, I don't know if he still lives there, but his parents' house.
Right.
Yeah.
And so they've always kind of like kept what belonged to them. So I thought it was kind of, I didn't like it at all.
That he gave up so quickly.
Yeah.
I just felt like he should have taken it. I don't know. Like, I understand, like, they needed it for the plot, and we all were making guesses about who had bought this house. We ended up
what was the name of the company again?
It was like AIK.
AIK.
Who had like a bank account and like some tropical.
It was in Jamaica, I think. Yeah. What was it?
In the Caribbean.
Like, what did that stand for?
It's like some offshore account somewhere.
Offshore
Something.
in Caribbean. Really?
Yeah. It was a P.O. box too.
Yeah.
Not even like a house. A P.O. box.
A P.O. box.
That's some cheap
That's very
stuff.
sketchy.
Yeah.
It's very sketchy.
Very though, like, if I'm going to make a secret company, I'm going to put my Emma here in a P.O. box.
No.
What else would you do?
Of course.
And then all of a sudden she realizes that, it's going to be dark. So she has to go outside because people are going to start arriving.
Coming.
And then we have flashes of people. It was like Bill came and oh my God. And then,
Andy Bellefleur showing up.
Do you think that he means it when he's like, I was so empty. I missed you so much.
I don't know. He seemed a little bit, I don't know, some kind of coldness, and I don't mean that in the vampire sense. He seemed distant. He seemed like, I'm king now. She's been gone a year. I don't know.
Yeah,
out of
like
sight, out of mind a little bit.
Yeah, moved on.
I didn't like that.
Yeah.
Well, he didn't get much screen time though.
No,
so
not
he
at
really
all.
didn't have the opportunity to show a lot of,
That's true.
They had to introduce everybody again.
Yeah.
Right. All the 2 million new characters.
Exactly.
And then Eric came and he's like, I never gave up on you. Does this man grunt when he talks?
Yeah.
Thank God he does.
It's
I love those grunts. God bless him. He should
can't
speak
take
and
it.
grunt.
I know, right?
Yes, right?
I'm Team Eric right now. I'm gonna put it out there.
Yeah.
Always.
I'm sorry.
I'm with you.
Of course you
He's a
had to
bad
be.
boy.
Yeah.
Eric and Bill, though, were like giving really interesting like visuals in this episode. I mean, we saw 3 scenes with Bill. One was him with Sookie, and that's the one in the beginning. And we saw like, I was empty, and it was kind of like reminiscent, like, oh, sad little me, Bill.
Yeah.
And then one was him like being a politician and like cutting a ribbon and making like sex eyes at some woman.
I didn't like that
Which I
either.
was like, what? And then like another one was like, I don't know if this was in the flash, but it was like him sitting back in his magistrate. Oh, at the end, he was like sitting back in his magistrate's chair, like all in black, like totally powerful. And I'm like, who are you?
Yeah.
Like we have 3 different personalities going on. Which one's the real one? Were you lying to Sookie this entire time? And then when she like kicked you out, you're like, oh, now I can be who I really am. Or is this like a fake you that you are so depressed in her disappearance that you changed into this person?
I don't. It's hard to tell, but it's clear that he did kill the queen. I mean, he said at the end of season 3 one of us is walking out of this house, and now he's king. So I guess we see who won that battle.
I mean, Eric has been like foreshadowing the fact that Bill has been lying this whole time.
This whole time.
Yeah. So I feel like maybe he's right.
It's a great place to go, though. The writer of these novels just, she had a vision.
Harris.
Charlotte Harris. And she had a vision, and she was like, you know what? For so long, it's going to be interesting to play up like Bill's the sweet guy, and then it's not going to be interesting anymore. So let's switch it. Yeah. And like, what a vision to have to be able to see that far in advance, because she's got 11 books out now. 11. But I mean, it's amazing to be able to flip it. And by the end of this episode, I didn't like Bill. I don't know about you guys.
He rubs me the wrong way now.
It wasn't that I didn't. Oh, go ahead. Go right ahead.
It's kind of like Eric and Bill are maybe switching roles.
Yeah.
Which is what happens in the book.
Okay.
Uh-oh.
Dum dum dum.
Thank you. Have you read all the books?
Spoiler alert! Spoiler alert! Spoiler alert! Warning, a spoiler has been found on AfterBuzz TV property. Please remain calm. Spoiler alert! Spoiler alert! Spoiler alert!
They're already published.
It's not her fault.
I mean, they never. Some things have been changed from the book, though. You
Oh,
can't
sure.
really tell. I mean, like Lafayette was supposed to be killed off, like
yeah.
6 episodes in or something, and he's
Thank
still
God he's
around
not.
and
Thank
obviously
goodness.
playing
I love
a
him.
huge role. So you
Yeah.
can never really tell. And I thought Eric was just as confusing to Bill as Bill to me in this. Like, he's like,
I don't think that they're going to follow the book. I mean, I have no idea what's going to happen, but because they haven't been following the
They
book.
may veer off.
Yeah.
They like to throw
Right.
everything up in the air and see what happens.
Well, Bill has said in an interview that he thinks that the show will continue to have success regardless of whether he's present. He said, I hope that they keep me on, but something to that effect.
Wow.
He doesn't know.
He's a little bit jealous of Eric's fame right
he
now.
is.
He's like, okay, he married the girl, and now he's like on the cover of everything under the sun.
Right.
As
And
he
you should
be.
see this article. Oh my God.
I'm sorry, I'm drooling.
I enjoyed this in
Wait,
the
he
bathroom.
married who?
I'm just kidding.
Kate Bosworth?
He's married to Sookie.
Sookie.
No,
Bill
oh wait.
and
Oh,
Sookie.
oh, I'm sorry that you're
Moyer,
talking
yeah.
I
about.
thought that was. I was thinking.
Oh, it's the wrong
Alex.
club. Oh, I see.
Alexander.
Alexander Skarsgård
Who's
is.
he married to?
Married to Sookie.
No, that's the other one.
No,
Bill.
Bill is married to
married.
Bill is
Sookie.
married
No.
to Sookie.
Stephen Moyer.
Yeah.
Yeah,
she's
Steve Moyer.
married to Sookie.
Bill
She's
is
like,
married
no,
to Sookie.
no.
I promise.
And
Yeah.
In an interview, the guy who plays Eric is Alex. He was saying how they asked him, how do you feel about being with a married woman? Because, Bill and Sookie are married. And he's
In
like,
real life.
well, it's kind of like we're family, He kind of just, he's like, I kind of look at her like my sister, so it's a little awkward in our sex scenes and whatnot. But
You know what I read in an article is he doesn't wear a sock when he does those scenes.
Hallelujah.
Wow.
That must be awkward for her.
for Bill,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Doesn't want to wear. It's like in his contract. He does not wear the.
Wow.
And Alexander is dating Kate Bosworth, who I think they met on the set of Straw Dogs, the remake of the 70s film.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, that
Fabulous.
upsets
All
me.
kinds of gossip. I think that's it for gossip. We're done. We don't need anymore. That's it. I find it interesting in this scene too that news travels so fast, just like every other small town.
No.
Yeah.
Everyone's telling
It's like
everyone.
Andy comes over. He's like, "Hey, what's going on? You know,
Where's my plaque?"
why are you not dead? You should be dead because I like drained the lake or whatever, dragged the lake for you."
Yeah.
And he was freaking out.
Mm-hmm.
Is this his attitude usually?
He's always been unpleasant, but now
he's on V.
Yeah. So it's
Yeah.
not all
Gotta
heightened
be.
and everything.
Yep.
I have to feel okay. When we were watching the show, a couple people were like, I don't like Andy. I don't know who's
I've
saying
never
it.
minded
That's
him.
me. Guilty as charged. I don't like him that much.
I don't know. Like, part of me does not like Andy, but part of me feels so bad
Me too.
for Andy.
sorry for
he
him.
is
Yeah.
so depressing.
It's true.
He like
Nothing ever goes right for him. He's like a bumbling, like
Yeah.
just,
exactly, and like his one thing ever was like, I'm gonna be a cop. and then he tried so hard to be a cop
To be
that
the
he was a
best cop.
horrible cop.
Yeah.
Because he put so much into it that he was awful. And then he was like a drunk, and now he's on V. And I'm like, oh, Andy, what are you doing?
He was a local hero for like 2 seconds when he supposedly killed eggs, but he didn't even do that.
Yeah.
No. See, so it's really, really upsetting. And like, I'm wondering how he got the V. I'm hoping that'll be filled in. Like, where did this come from? And
like,
then
why?
How was from last season?
I don't remember.
When they raided.
When they raided
Hotshot,
they were supposed to return it or do something with it.
So maybe it's that.
And I don't
he's in
think
the
it ever
office
got
like
done.
this.
Yeah. I don't think it ever got
You're
done.
right.
Oh, don't
I do
start,
kind of
man.
like that Jason is stronger now because last season I just felt so sad for him too.
Yeah.
So I like seeing him tough again.
He's got his stuff together. I
yeah,
feel.
again, thank God.
Yeah,
Finally.
but at the same time, he's a little childish still when he gets that little locket and he's like, oh, you know, like his childish side still comes out.
Yeah, and that was good though. And then we had like the three new characters that I caught. Like I felt like there were three main new characters though.
I think, there was at least 3.
Well, the scene after this is with Lafayette and
at the coven
meeting.
Yeah,
like the
meeting.
head
But
witch.
before we get to that, Sookie was talking about like how her heart was broken and all this stuff, and I felt like she wanted him to stay.
Oh, she did.
Oh,
Yeah.
I got that vibe.
She
too.
was like, okay, you're
here's a
okay
moment.
with that.
Yeah, like how does that happen? How does she not say, "Oh, well, it's only been 10 minutes to me. Screw you."
Right.
I
But
didn't get that.
I felt that because I've done that before. I've been like, well, I'm mad at you, and then if a guy says it's okay, I'm like, well, you're okay with me being pissed? No, you're supposed to come comfort me.
Yeah.
She wants that, and he's just like not having it.
Yeah.
He's trying to respect her space, you know.
I just feel like he doesn't care anymore.
He doesn't care anymore?
He's
Oh,
like,
no.
I can get it from anywhere I want. Now I'm king.
He's got the power.
He does.
Well, he kind of seemed sweet here, but then in all of the other scenes, he seemed like a dick. Like,
Yes.
He's probably just trying to console her.
Yeah.
You know, like she's finally back. Okay, make your move. Console. Get out.
Get out, yeah.
Yeah, she still tastes good, so.
Right. She's got that fairy
I
blood.
want to get that.
blood.
Let me get some of that. But then we go to Lafayette and Jesus.
Yes.
And this whole scene was weird. Now
Bizarre.
we met Kate and Katie and Holly and
Diavonique.
Marnie, something like that.
Yeah.
We met so many people in this part.
We really did.
And great one-liner, smells like where old air fresheners go to die.
Oh, that was hilarious.
I love
Really?
Lafayette.
Always comes
Everything
in
he
with the
says.
good lines.
By the way,
That's
can we
hilarious.
talk about that mohawk that's going on?
Which is like right here.
Yeah. I mean, I like it. It's just kind of.
It's
I kind of
different.
like it on him. I kind of like it.
Makes
do
him
not
look a little
like
more
it.
manly.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
I do not like it at all. I think it looks like a really weird loofah or something.
It's like Mr. T. He looks like Mr. T.
He does look like Mr. T.
Yeah, with the mohawk
I
and
couldn't
everything.
put my finger on it.
Mr. T.
I still kind of like it.
I like it.
I'm gonna be the weirdo.
It's fine.
That's okay.
I agree with you. I do.
There you go.
You know,
See?
so there's 2 of us. You know.
2 out of 6.
That's all right.
See, I don't like it. I mean, they could be such a cute couple, and I feel like the mohawk and the I don't know. I'm
Yes.
not a fan.
Jesus is cute.
Yes.
Yeah,
This
he's
is
cute.
He's
very
got
cute.
nice eyes.
Yeah.
He got a haircut,
just
too.
love Lafayette.
I
find him
know.
so attractive for some
He's one
reason
of my
with his
favorites.
makeup and like, I don't mind it.
Do you mind if I jump ahead with the witch thing
Yeah,
to
go
like
ahead.
the bird scene? Like, so this was obviously the first scene, and they like talk about how Eddie comes through the witch, and like Lafayette freaks out and runs away. But then like the second time they come back here, it's like the bird. My question was, who thought that was because of the lady, and who thought it was because of solely Lafayette?
I thought it was Lafayette.
Yeah.
Okay.
Definitely.
So we all that's
When
because-
he
it was
joined
like-
hands.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm
Because
just
there was
thinking,
something
like,
that went through them.
I just felt like none of them really have power except for him.
Oh.
Yeah,
Maybe
that
they're
might be
trying
true.
to use him.
Yeah, like, or it's one of those things like someone has the power to like find who has the power, but they don't have any more power than that. You know what I mean?
Well, maybe it's more like they use spells for their power because in the last season, like Holly was able to do the like pseudo maybe abortions.
Right. That did not work.
But it didn't
so
work.
well.
Clearly.
But something did happen where she like hallucinated and that kind of thing. So maybe
Right.
they just have power when they do spells, but Lafayette is like the real
thing.
So are we thinking, what is his name? The boyfriend? Jesus is maybe like a spy, a recruiter.
I worry about that
Yeah.
because when he first met him, he said he's like, you know what I call you, a devil in a Sunday hat. You look good, but you're bad news. I worry for my baby Lafayette.
Oh.
I mean, it wouldn't be past them. That's what they did with Bill and Sookie.
Always.
So there's definitely agendas between their love connection.
So he's like a power fucker. Sorry.
Yeah.
Are we allowed to say that?
That didn't happen.
Power banger.
Power banger. I apologize. I haven't done this a couple weeks.
So a bang banger and a power banger.
Yeah, it's a power banger. That's what that meant.
And we have the creepy Diabolique.
It has a rose.
She scares me.
Like,
She's
Glass
creepy.
of Merlot.
I think her face did kind of change to look a little like Eddie.
It did. I noticed that. The mouth.
Which was
sideways.
Scary.
She's amazing.
Yeah.
She's
talented.
Like
she kind of looks like Eddie.
Oh my God. I can't believe we're still talking about him. He is from season 1.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's still relevant though.
See what I mean? They just like to pull
Bring 'em
people
back.
out of nowhere.
Bring him back.
Well, do you think they develop enough character for each of these people to bring them back, or is it just kind of like?
Maybe it's a little hint.
I think with him, I mean, Eddie was in a few episodes.
He
had a pretty
was.
big arc.
Mm-hmm.
And when he died, it like really affected Jason.
Yeah.
And he provided a lot to other
Yeah.
characters in the show.
Right.
Yeah. So I mean, it's good.
Sure.
The next scene I found hilarious with Arlene and Terry and the baby.
Oh my gosh.
Baby Mikey.
Devil Child?
Yeah, the evil baby.
666, y'all.
I think she's just going to freak out about it all
Everything
the
he
time.
does.
Yeah.
And
Wouldn't
the baby
you?
is perfect.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Like he
That'd be
said, he
funny.
was just being he's just a normal boy. That's what boys do.
Little babies do not pull heads off dolls.
All my cousins growing up, my brothers popped all my Barbie doll
That's
heads
natural.
off.
At that age?
Yeah.
I don't know if it was that young, but I know that ever since I was little, I would walk around with Barbie dolls with no
jeez.
heads on them.
Oh, God. There we are.
My
Scarred
father
for life.
My father used to pop off my Barbie dolls heads and switch them.
Oh, weird.
Mean dad.
Yes, he thought it was hilarious. I'd be
You're like
crying.
Skipper. No, wait, Barbie. What are you?
Well,
He would like do it with my cousins. Like they would all be.
He was
I was
giving
the
you a
baby
lesson
of
in
a
gender.
It's a head.
it looks like Mikey doesn't really like brunettes. Did you notice how all of them were like, there's like one blonde? and all of them are
Ladies,
brunette?
watch out.
I know, right? Well, I agree. I think that anything he does, she's going to think it's exhibiting some kind of murderer behavior.
Well, because they always have those signs for like, is your child going to become a serial
Right.
killer? Like, does he wet the bed? Does he
Does he
kill
kill
animals?
He does.
Yeah.
But none of that is true. It's just hilarious. So funny. I can't wait to see more of this story.
Me
I
too.
love them as a couple.
Is he?
Yes.
too.
Is the
They're some
baby
of my
really the other guys?
It's Renee's,
Yeah.
yes.
It's Renee's.
We know for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Renee
Yeah.
was evil.
I know.
They weren't
Okay.
together.
Yeah, they
Okay.
made some whole thing
I
about
always
it.
wasn't sure about that.
Can we talk about Tara?
Oh, thank God, yes.
Slash
that's fun.
Tony.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
From Atlanta.
Double
From
life.
Atlanta now.
What is she
Double
doing?
life.
But we're in New Orleans when the scene opens, and Tara is cage fighting
Her own
another girl, who we find out is her girlfriend,
Naomi.
Naomi. And Tara is now going by Tony.
And she looks fantastic.
She looks amazing.
Looks great.
I love her hair. I love
Yeah.
that they grew it
I'm
out.
so glad they got rid of the braids.
Yeah.
Wasn't
Oh,
working
yeah.
for me.
She had that for like 3 seasons.
Yeah. Yeah.
And she's now an MMA fighter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Brilliant.
And she ignores the fact that Sookie's back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Craziness.
I'll send
Yeah.
flowers. I thought that was horrible BFF behavior.
Very bad.
She's obviously really like messed up. I mean, she's changed her name.
Yeah.
She's changed
Her whole
everything
life,
about her life.
Yeah.
She's not honest at all with her girlfriend. I mean, when she gets the text from Lafayette and that's talking about Sookie, she tells the girlfriend who's like lying on top of her topless that like it's from her dad about her grandma. And I'm like,
dying, yeah.
Yep.
obviously that's
Lie
completely
upon lie upon lie.
Yeah.
So I'm like, what's been going on? She's obviously traveling around the country. I'm wondering if this is just one stop. How long has this girlfriend been involved?
Yeah.
Like,
It's gonna
she
be
obviously
interesting.
has to come back.
Yeah.
Though.
Yeah.
No, definitely.
I think she's just
kind of want
emotionally
to talk about
damaged.
Hoyt and Jessica a little bit.
Yes.
This is a very interesting, like, old married couple
Yeah.
relationship.
Domestic
I'm
bliss.
upset.
This
they were
happens to
my
a lot of my
favorite.
friends when they move in
God.
together.
Yeah.
Where it's like all of a sudden the honeymoon's over.
That's it.
And this is like what's happening here.
Yeah.
Because they
Typical
were so
combo.
cute.
They were my favorite last
Yeah.
season.
Yeah.
And one last thing I just want to talk about is how now Eric owns Sookie.
Oh my god.
gosh.
I'm so excited.
Not complaining.
He's loving it. He's
like,
loving it. Yeah.
What are you
I'm
doing
loving
here?
it.
And I think Sookie's loving it.
Yeah, we're
I
all
think
loving
secretly,
it.
yeah.
Wait, but I didn't get it. Like,
He owns the house, so I guess
he owns
she can come.
her?
He can come
apparently,
in.
He can come in whenever he wants.
I mean, I understand that.
Yeah.
Maybe it's just gonna be vampire rape constantly.
Oh no!
I don't know.
Well, because he knows that she will never leave that house. That is her house that she
so
loves.
for rent.
Yeah.
Safe for rent. For sex
Just
rent.
open those legs. Thank you.
Exactly.
Rent in Bon
That's
Temps
all
is
I
really
need.
high.
You know, and then we see Jason. Where's Crystal at this point? We do
We
not
have no
know,
idea.
but Jason is now locked up, and who
In a
knows when he's
freezer.
going to get out.
Poor Jason
Oh, also
Stackhouse.
Sam's shape-shifting family.
He's got new friends.
I'm so happy for him.
Me too.
Yes, they like to
Found
run
a
in the
support
fields
group.
together.
And Tommy is now like a religious zealot.
Oh gosh.
Yeah.
Nothing good's gonna come from that.
yeah, religious zealot and like the new child for
Right? Yeah.
Maxine.
Hoyt's crazy mother. Where did Summer go?
I don't
Summer
think she's
Hoyt's,
coming
like,
back.
She's gone. Yeah.
You know,
She made him biscuits and left.
Oh yeah.
you know, just going to be a crazy season, absolutely crazy. But we have to head to commercial.
Oh.
Want to find out what the AfterBuzz is about?
Janice is a drama queen.
This is the
Want to find out what the AfterBuzz is about?
Janice is a drama queen.
This is the divide that is going to carry the series.
Give us a call. 424-256-1729. 424-256-1729.
It's television, and they want it to be as dramatic as possible.
I mean, it's Shakespearean.
You never know what goes on behind closed doors.
Find out why AfterBuzz TV is the #1 source for after-show content.
Now, in the eyes of Jimmy, Nucky is a villain.
424-256-1729. 424-256-1729.
I mean, who would you guys rather hear that from? Your husband or your best friend?
The wig will come out.
When the TV show is over, get your AfterBuzz on.
And we're back. There was so much in that. And then it's like, quiet. This week's special segment, I want to talk about how the humans actually bring a little bit of comic relief to everything.
Yes.
And how they just accentuate how much all the superpowers are going on. And so it's like, do they kind of have their own superpowers because they don't have superpowers, so they have that fear? Or, you know, there was actually a great article. The girl that plays Tara was asked, do you ever get jealous that your character, Tara Thornton, is just a regular human being? She said, no, I like being human. The human reaction to all the insane superpowers that are going on all around them is like the comedy and the drama that the audience relates to. Us humans are always running around like chickens with our head cut off. So do you think that? Do you agree with that, that they're the comic relief?
I feel like Hoyt tends to have a certain amount of control, or at least he tries to, with Jessica.
Yeah, he's super tolerant.
Yes, super
I give
tolerant.
him props.
And Pam had I mean, he was a sense of comic relief because Pam had a lot of funny lines about him tonight.
Oh, yes.
Like, oh, the tree with the plaid shirt.
I love that.
Yeah.
That was funny.
Amazing. He has a name? Oh. It was fabulous. And, you know, Sookie the whole time, she's kind of had a power, but then again, you do see that real reaction of her being fearful of what's going to happen. And I think
Very
that really
human.
just, you know, it shows you what these people can do. And then Jason, not the brightest crayon.
Brightest honest crayon in this box. Just saying.
But, you know, I really do agree with that you need the human characters. Otherwise, it just becomes far too much of a...
The humor comes from their reaction to this strange world that's going on around them that's kind of new to them still. They're How long have vampires been around in their world?
Thousands.
Well, no, I mean, like, known to them.
Known, like, out in public.
It's still relatively new
the
to them.
Great Revelation.
5 years, something.
It's not been too long, yeah.
But I will say also how they structured the show, like season by season, actually I guess that would be due to the writer, is wise. Because they didn't throw every single supernatural thing in one season. So, like, we first came in and it was like, vampire, and then we would see, like, the glimpse of shapeshifters. And then it just kept expanding, and they've kind of brought on, like, one main thing each season. So, like, we had the werewolves, and everyone was like, oh, well, at least I was like,
I was.
Oh, yes. Probably one of my
Love
most
that.
searched things on my computer. Anyway, so moving on. But now it's going to be, as you said, the witches.
The season of
and
the
so
witch.
they do it like gracefully almost, I feel like, where you're not like, too much sci-fi.
Forced into it.
But, so I like how they did that. And that makes the human thing even more impacting, because when we started, I feel like I was kind of like within the humans and then like the supernatural or the outcast. And it's kind of switching in my point of view to like...
Humans are the minority.
Humans are the minority and the supernatural everywhere.
Everyone has got powers.
And they get less time, too.
Yeah.
You know, as it's been going on, the humans have gotten less and less time, and the supernatural characters have gotten more and more time.
And they've made a lot of the what we thought were humans into supernatural
exactly.
characters. Like it's not just one, and like obviously main characters. Like we obviously Sookie. I mean, come on, number one. Right. But then Lafayette, they're changing him into something.
A power.
And I've loved Lafayette ever since his burger with AIDS.
Hold the AIDS.
Oh my gosh. He's sassy, that's for sure.
So sassy. Love him. And so like it's great how they do use the humans and the supernatural, and they kind of intertwine it. It's like really, really well done in my opinion, and that's what makes the show so like addicting, because there's always something new coming on, but they still bring in a little bit of the old, and it's just like a whole scramble together. Like can't even describe it really. I'm like all over the place with what I'm saying.
That's okay. I'm following you.
I'm glad.
I'm with you.
I'm like they're probably out there being like,
we're on this road together. But let's have some news and gossip.
Woo!
Okay.
Yeah.
I do love gossip.
I've been waiting for some gossip.
And now,
predictions.
your AfterBuzz TV predictions.
Harness your psychic powers.
I think we need Lafayette. Predictions. Well, so they say it's going to be the season of the witch.
Yes.
Do you think it's going to be the season of Lafayette?
Absolutely.
Yeah. I think he's getting more airtime. I could feel it.
I'm so happy about that.
Me too.
Yeah. But I'm wondering, like, are they going to bring the werewolves back at all? Because Alcide wasn't in
Well,
that.
Alcide is coming back.
Okay, thank
They're
God.
bringing him back. His fan base is way too big.
He has way too many abs to be left out.
Right. Yeah, I read an article where he was complaining. He was like, "Damn, I wish."
No, that's our gossip.
Oh, I'm sorry. That didn't happen.
Save it.
Magic.
Yes, Lafayette, come in. Erase everybody's memory. Yeah, so they say it's going to be the season of the witch, season of the Lafayette, most likely. But what do you think they're going to do to relate the witches to the vampires?
Something not good.
Yeah,
She got something. All right, Sarah's got it.
I've got a little I'm wondering if we're on the same page, because I saw your hand go up too. I mean, we kind of saw a huge thing where they brought this bird in, and it was dead, and now it's alive.
Yeah.
For vampires who are dead.
Are they gonna But the thing is, how long can they stay alive? That bird was alive for what? 5 minutes, like seconds. 2 seconds, maybe. Just enough to fly. Yeah. That's true.
So, but I'm wondering if they're going to use it, for the vampires or against the vampires. Because we also saw this girl go from this witch meeting all the way straight to Bill. And she seemed like kind of a spy. So I'm thinking that the witches and the vampires are on two opposite ends. I'm thinking that crazy lady who tried to get Lafayette to enter the circle is planning to do something to the vampires. Like, I think she found him to do something. I don't know. That's where my mind goes off on all these weird tangents of what I think is going to happen. So I'm thinking they're going to end up having like a rivalry, and then somehow Eric or something is going to try and get to Lafayette, because they obviously have a history.
Do you think they're going to try and raise, like, what the vampires want to do is raise a former dead vampire and bring him back to life?
It's possible.
Maybe. Make him human again.
I did hear a rumor that Edgington, what is his name?
Russell Edgington.
Yeah, that he might somehow
come back.
I
heard that too.
He's in concrete.
He's under there, and not even just in concrete. He's in silver chains, and he's been burned by the sun.
Yeah.
I've heard it too, though.
But with witches' powers,
maybe bring him back.
Lazarus action going on there,
and that's not a true death to a vampire.
No.
Like, there's
I
only
wish he killed him. Godric stopped him.
Yeah, but I think Godric is going to come back.
I saw him in the
wish
clip.
Godric would.
We saw him in the clip.
Yeah.
This is like just female candy. This whole show
I know.
is just...
That's why this is all
female candy.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Well, maybe
True Blood.
Maybe that's why
Thank you, Ellen Ball.
Maybe that's why they made Toni to bring the guys in. Possibly.
Because
well, they always had lesbian stuff in the former seasons. This is like legit, yeah.
A serious relationship.
Was my prediction along the line of what you
Yeah,
were
it
thinking?
was.
Okay,
Yeah.
because I saw you
somehow.
like, I was like,
Yeah.
oh, okay.
Oh, no, yeah.
Okay,
You
so
got
we're
it.
on
Right
this-
on the
we're
head.
on the same page. We'll
All
see what
right.
happens. We're probably like way off.
It could be, but you know,
They
that's
like
where
to
my
trick
mind
us.
goes.
Yes. Then we'll be off on that tangent.
Right.
All right. Maybe some no news? Okay. All right. Fine. This was fun.
see
Thank
this.
you,
This was
ladies, so
awesome.
much. Thank you. This was fabulous.
It
I've never
was.
worked with any of you before, but now I'm very happy to.
Yeah. I'm excited for next week.
Yes. I'm ready. It was a good chat.
There's so much to see. Thank goodness.
From producers Kevin Undergaro and Phil Svitek, engineer DJ Jesse Janity, and the entire AfterBuzz TV staff, we would like to thank you for listening to the AfterBuzz TV network. If you have questions or comments, be sure to buzz us at info@AfterBuzzTV.com. And you can find us on Facebook or follow us on Twitter by searching for AfterBuzz TV.
Buzz you later.
From producers,
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.